Greetings everyone. I have a box here of old amplifiers and other circuits I reviewed over the years. This is an old one. When did I review this one? 8 or 9 years ago? I think it was one of the first ones. I think this is a preamp of some sort somebody sent in. Yeah, we gotta find homes for this stuff. But anyway, I had a few people asking me when they power up their amplifier, it makes some sort of click, pop, or thump sound, or any other onomatopoeia you want to use to describe the sound of your amp turning on or off. But yeah, I never noticed it. It's never really been a thing that bothered me. But yeah, let me find one here. And what is this? Ew. The PAM 8610. Had a couple of these and they distort at real low volume. It's no good. Yeah, this is a TPA. This is that, yeah, it's the mono block board. Probably one of the better ones I reviewed, except for the frequency response at 4 ohms. It rolls off way too early. But yeah, let me try one of these things. See if they really pop that bad when you power them up. So yeah, let me hook one of these things up. Okay, I hooked this thing up. I don't have a signal source. I just want to hear the turn on sound. So let me turn the power supply on here. Apologize, I'm in shaky cam mode, handheld. Yeah, there was 3 pops when I turned it on. And it makes a light pop when I turn it off. So let's turn it on again. 3 pops. Yeah, it's kind of excessive. Another thing I don't like about a lot of these boards is I'm sitting here a couple feet away from the speaker and I can hear a sss. A lot of these boards have a lot of hiss. You hear that? Well, the problem is you don't have access to the mute pin. You can use a time delay circuit using the charge constant on a capacitor and a resistor, which holds the mute pin at a level. And I believe with the TPA 3116, with the mute is low, it enables the output stage. The mute is high, it's a TTL level, so say like 5 volts. It disables the stage, where you can use a capacitor to hold that pin high until it charges up, and you use a resistor to set the time constant, of course the value of the capacitor. So after half a second or whatever, it'll fall low and turn the outputs on, but you know, I don't know if it'll still click or not in doing that. But again, there's no access to the pin, the mute pin, and even if you had access, what can you do on this microscopic, you know, surface mount stuff? Relay, I don't know, should you really add a relay to a Class D board? Not sure how it would affect the filters. You probably could do it, but then you have to add more circuitry, you know, a delay turn on for a relay. But I'm wondering if just, what would happen if I used a larger capacitor on the power supply, if it would lessen the pop sound. It won't get rid of it. I wonder if it'll lessen it. Okay, added these, well, this cap here to the power. Let's turn it on and see what it does. Nope, 3 clicks at power up. didn't really help. I was kind of hoping that one loud click would soften up, but no, it's still noisy. See what this board does. It smells like a new pair of tennis shoes. Okay, I got one channel hooked up. I'm not going to bother doing both channels. Just want to see if it pops or not. This is a TDA 7498E. I did a review on it. I can't remember if somebody sent this to me or I bought it. I don't remember how I even rated it. I've done so many of these boards. I don't recall giving it a bad review. I think it was pretty decent. But anyhow, let's turn the power on. Wow, that's nice and quiet. Maybe the lightest little tiny pop, which was overshadowed by the power switch noise itself. And another thing, sitting here, I don't hear any hiss. Now when I put the microphone up to the tweeter, yeah, there's a slight hiss. It's not as quiet as one of these boards, but I mean, sitting here, you're not going to hear any hiss. Much better. Much quieter, no turn on pop. It's got a little red LED, isn't that cute? Is the thing even on though? Yeah, it's on. Touch one of the inputs on the bottom here. It's on. Now let's turn it off. No pop. So yeah, if turn on noises bother you, check this board out. I don't know where I got it, if somebody sent it to me, but it's, like I said, it's the, I wrote it on here, I can't remember what these boards are. TDA 7498E. Good board. I'll definitely consider this. Let me try another one, see what it does. Okay, here's another TPA 3116. It actually has two chips on it, and they paralleled the two channels together on each chip. So they just do that so it can handle lower impedance loads by spreading the current between two amplifiers inside the same chip. But anyhow, let's fire the thing up. Okay. There was a pop. It wasn't that loud though, but I heard that little pop. Oh, nice blue LED. And this, you can turn it on and off with the volume control. It's got a switch on the back here. Let's turn it on. I was waiting for it to discharge. Give it a second here, or a few. Well, that was pretty quiet. And yeah, it's on. Speaker's connected. It's not as hissy either. It's not as quiet as the TDA 74 or whatever the heck it was. It's not as quiet as this board, but definitely not as noisy as this one. Somebody sent this board to me. I remember somebody sending it to me, but here's a full view of the board. It might help you if you're looking for one of these. But yeah, this one's not bad. So yeah, the circuit they implemented on this board handles the turn-on noises much better. And it's, hang on a sec, cut the main power. No pop at turnoff either. Yeah, this one's not too bad. I would consider this board. Well, here's another board. I think it's a TPA 3116. Got a little dinky heatsink in there. I do remember reviewing it. I think I did. Woo-see. I don't know how you pronounce that stuff. DC 5 to 27 volts. DC in 9 to 24 volts. Well, at least they're consistent. Anyway, yeah, I wouldn't be putting any more than 12 volts or so, especially with that tiny heat sink they're using. But yeah, let's see how this thing pops when we power it up. Okay, got it hooked up, powering it from the solar panel because it's a sunny day. Let's see what it does. I can hear, well, listen to that. I forget the DC blocking cap. There's some DC going through the control there, maybe in the, well, I'm sure it is, because it's, when you move the control you get that kind of scratchy sound. It's a Bluetooth board as well. You turn it up, you can hear some of that digital hash from the Bluetoothy implementation. But let me try pulling the power out. Give it a moment to discharge. And we'll pop it back in with the switch on. Well, it popped and made a little chime noise. But if you use its volume control, it's quiet. Okay. We get all kinds of different sounds then. No sound that time. Maybe I didn't let it discharge enough. Give it a second here. Nope. Well, yeah, I guess this one's okay. It's not something I would apply a lot of power to, a lot of supply voltage, because the tiny heat sink in there is going to struggle to dissipate the heat at higher supply voltages. Okay, let's do one more amp and be done with it. Okay, let's try this. Of course, this is not Class D. This is a Class AB board. It's a TDA 2050 I got on there. And I got it all hooked up. And let's power it up. Well, I don't know if you could hear it over the switch. There was a very light pop. And let's see here. Yep, we're on. We're powered up. Speaker's connected. And well, the input's open, but these things are silent. They're really quiet. You're not going to have a bunch of hiss. See what happens if I turn it off. There's a really light pop sound, a little click sound after a second or so when the capacitors discharge. But yeah, the fairly quiet board at power up and power down. So there you go, a little sampling of turn on noise and background hiss from these amplifier boards, a little sampling of them. If you want to go Class D, I would go with this TDA 7498E. I'd have to watch my own video to see how I rated it, but I think it was pretty good. But as far as turn on sounds and background hiss, this was pretty quiet. This also pretty quiet. Had a light pop, turn on, and turn off, but nothing I would consider annoying. And it had the least noise, background noise of all of them. And this thing here is really noisy. 3 pops, one of them pretty loud at turn on. And, you know, sitting here a few feet from the speaker, I can hear the hiss. The other board, none of the other boards were that bad. You know, you shouldn't be able to hear the background hiss from the amplifier at your normal listening position. And in a quiet listening room, you would definitely hear the hiss from this thing. And though turn on noises really don't bother me, it's how the amp performs when you're playing music through it. The turn on sounds actually kind of annoying with this thing. Couple things before I head out. The speaker project continues. I'll make a video of what I'm doing so far on that, but I took some measurements and figured out a crossover point. I bought another set of drivers, so I have 2 woofers, 2 tweeters. I bought some ports and the connection terminals for the back. So next I have to design and work on crossovers. As for the JAT 801 amplifier project, the boards are on their way. They should be here in a few days. I need to put an order in at DigiKey and Mouser to get some parts, populate the boards, test them, and hopefully we have something interesting there. Well, that's it. Thanks for watching.